Hello, everybody. Oh, I'm totally off center. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Legends of Wildemount, episode 25. Some announcements before we begin. Tomorrow we're having our Rime of the Frostbane stream. No interruptions, because it looks like everyone will be there, and because, Thanksgiving is basically not happening anywhere right now, so... Rime of the Frostbane will be on at regular time tomorrow. Most of the cast are Canadian anyway, so it's fine. Why celebrate with all your family during the pandemic? You shouldn't, is basically what, yeah.
You don't want to bury grandma.
On Christmas. Thanks for, if anyone who tuned into our finale for Call of Cthulhu on Sunday, thank you so much. Not a happy ending. But that's Call of Cthulhu for you. Pretty short episode. It's an hour and a half because when the shit started getting down and spooky and real bad, they're like, fuck it, we're going to find a lifeboat. And tune in and see what happens before they find the lifeboat and after they find the lifeboat. That's the finale of Call of Cthulhu. We're working on bringing something different to the Sunday night slot. We're currently looking at so many different games. Star Wars, Age of the Empire, Mouse Guard for fun, because why not? Vampire the Masquerade, a Digimon RPG I found online that's fan made, so we might do Digimon because who doesn't love Digimon? Digimon's better than Pokemon. So we're going to be doing a different system on Sunday, not D&D, to kind of keep up with that trend. December 16th, 2020. At 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, the Beneath the Tide crew will be doing our yearly Christmas one-shot. We'll be doing Gremlins, so that's going to be a lot of fun. So if you've seen the first Gremlins movie, you know what to expect, essentially. It's going to be just chaos. Everyone's going to be playing evil gremlins, sabotaging Christmas, making old ladies launch out windows on their chairlifts. Just silly shit like that. And also check out the podcast. I'm slowly getting back to updating it now that I've moved in, essentially. So it's a couple weeks behind on episodes, but slowly working towards getting it all up to date. I think that's everything. So, last we left off, you all ended up in the middle of the ocean on a raft, a very crudely put together raft, after fleeing Trent Ickathon from out of the ruins of Maleismere, Maleismere, in the Savalier Wood. As you were all floating in the ocean on this raft, cold as fuck, there was a disturbance in the water, and you were all attacked by this large, ice shard-studded crocodile. Crocodile was dealt with without taking anybody into the water and just drowning them, so yay. I believe there was a combo kill from the blinded Enak and Lindak. And you all eventually realized we're going to be stuck on this raft for another whole day before we can teleport anywhere with this scroll that Talindra had gotten from these three hags. So, Talindra set up a tiny hut, and you all kind of just slept on this raft in the ocean, kind of letting it drift where it pleases in the current. Waking up in the morning, the raft had wedged itself in between two ice floes, and Talindra had used the teleportation scroll with your teleporting, hopefully, to your destination of Rosohna in Xhorhas, but there was a mishap and you teleported actually 94 miles off course into the Barbed Fields. A 3-day trek, 94 miles out of Rosohna. Everyone quite buffeted from the mishap and the teleportation spell. And that's where we're going to pick up the session, with you all arriving in the Barbed Fields, battered and bruised. Just...
Oh.
Just like leaning over like...
What happened? Was that supposed to happen?
I've never cast it before, but that was not a good time.
Are we where we're supposed to be?
We definitely are in the right area, sort of.
You can see Rosohna on the horizon, very far away.
You know, I was gonna bend down and grab some of the dirt
Yeah, it doesn't.
What does it feel like?
It's not like, you know how when you pick up moist dirt, you can tell it's got moisture to it. This is dry and marred, craggy, just dry and rough. As you all kind of like appear, everyone but Enak, unfortunately, see a broken and marred landscape of jagged rock, sunken craters, and scabrous hooked spires of glass and rock jutting out from the ground, as far as the eye can see.
Does it have like a smell?
It's so dry, there's nothing to it.
Right. Okay.
Is this the right place, Tal?
Seems at least farther than I would think. Do I get a sense that we're looking at it from the wrong angle?
No, you can see Rosohna in the distance. It's about a 3-day travel.
Okay, but I don't get a sense. Like, is there a way for me to easily tell that I'm not where I meant to be?
Oh yeah, you didn't want to teleport 3 days away.
Okay. I think.
And it's in kind of the wrong direction.
Yeah, you're on the opposite side of Xhorhas that you wanted to go to. You're on the eastern side. You wanted to be on the western side, closer to Rosohna.
Okay. I think something got a little bit confused in the spell.
But you are on the road.
So where are we?
Well, we're just a little farther than we intended. We're
Nice.
north of the city, I believe.
All right.
Could have been a lot worse, I imagine.
Well,
Yeah, well, there's the road, guys. Let's hit the road.
How is everyone? Is everyone okay?
Well,
no.
not okay.
Everyone looks like
exactly.
shit. Yeah.
I have a
Gravel, come here.
I have a level of exhaustion.
Gravel.
Oh, should we
You guys
maybe?
gonna look for
You guys just
Gravel.
woke up, by the way.
Yeah.
It's gonna pat Gravel on the head and throw 10 lay on hand pull.
Oh,
There you
wow.
go.
Nice.
Sh-
I see.
should we?
You just kind of reaching out for me
Yeah.
where my voice is coming
Yeah.
from.
Pat, 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 pat.
Does anyone feel that it's worth taking a break? I can heal myself, but I do need to either take a break or heal myself. I'm just.
Yeah.
Is exhaustion considered a condition?
Yes.
So lesser restoration would.
Greater restoration. Greater restoration is the only. Greater restoration heals exhaustion. Lesser restoration doesn't.
Well, lesser restoration says one
In greater
disease or one condition.
In greater restoration, it specifically says exhaustion.
Specifically says, all right.
Yeah, lesser is like poison,
Mhm.
frightened. It's I mean, we can rest if we need to. How far away are we?
Few days, I think.
3.
What?
Oh, looks like 100 miles or so.
We went through all that for 3.
Not used to this spell.
I'm uncomfortable. I don't like the way this place
Well,
feels.
we were a lot farther away and we were a lot colder. So.
Well, I was fine.
That's true.
How bright is it?
It's summer, so it's bright and very hot.
Oh, okay. So this.
Oh, we're
isn't-
all in
this
winter
isn't the
clothes too,
area-
aren't we?
This is
Yeah, it's gonna take off his.
Once
Yeah,
Take the parka
Lindak
off.
pulls off his heavy coat. Okay, enough of that.
Yeah, you guys are wearing your winter clothes. Yeah, sorry, what's up, Gravel?
So this isn't the area that's in darkness.
No, that's Rosohna.
Okay.
But nobody beat him.
That's only over the towns.
Yeah, it's only over the settlements, yeah.
Oh.
Not in the
Okay.
Barbed Fields. The Barbed Fields is bright, sunny, and hot as fuck.
It's like a radius, so there's like a 30-mile
Mhm.
radius, I think.
No, it's the entire city, but again, only
Right,
2 of you
right.
know that.
It's hot.
Yeah, welcome to the Barbed Fields. I did a lot of training in here, but I don't recognize this particular area.
And yeah, you guys have only been up for maybe an hour, so no long rests.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's get moving.
let's go.
Can we do short rest while we move, or would it be? long one?
You have to be still to do short rest. Short rest, you
Yeah.
can't have any like exertion.
Okay. In that case,
You want to sit down for an hour before we take off? Have a lunch or
I
something?
can. do other people feel they need that? Because I can sort of give myself a little bit of a boost using my spells. But...
Yeah, I think I think we should save your spells just in case you get into any trouble, and let's find a spot here. It's kind of out of the way.
Who's ever looking for a spot can give me a survival check.
Definitely not.
Survival 21.
21. Enoch can't really help with one because he's blind.
He just said look for shade. That's his help.
Okay.
Enoch, this way. This way. No, not that way. This way.
So you can see like one of these spires kind of juts up at an angle, so it does provide a decent amount of shade to get out of the heat at least. But in the Barbed Fields, there's not a lot of places for shelter.
Right.
All right, we huddle under there.
Yeah. So getting under the spire, it reduces like you know what shade's like in a hot summer day. Maybe like 5 degrees cooler in the shade.
Enak's going to take his frozen mead bottle and he's going to stick it
it's
into
still
the
frozen.
sand.
It's still frozen, yeah.
Yeah, he's going to try to heat it up. He's going to like bury it in the sand a little bit so it warms up.
Okay.
In the sun. He'll do it in the sun.
Okay.
Where he assumes.
Well, there's no sand. It's all hard rocks. You could.
Oh, right. He'll just set it then. Yeah, you're right. It's not sand. You're right.
It rolls a little bit. Or you set it straight up.
Yeah.
All right, so you all can get a short rest for an hour in the shade. And hopefully heal back some hit points.
Yeah.
So hit dice, hit dice, hit dice.
I have. I'm going to roll my 2d10. 6, 8.
17.
I'm going to roll one more.
17, 25.
That's
that was
trash. 11. I'm going to roll.
Full again.
I healed exactly
One
what
more.
I needed to be full.
Okay, there we go.
That's good.
Nice. Yeah.
So 6, 12 plus 7 is 18. Plus 2 plus 3.
And none of you have used your abilities for the day that require a long rest
23.
to reset, so...
Just
I
got
just
hit for
remembered one of the
24
abilities I
points or
always
whatever.
forget about.
Mhm.
One
I rolled
moment.
3 dice and got 25 points back out of the 24.
I can give
was missing.
everyone, if you are friendly, you can hear a performance when we're gaining hit points at the end of a short rest. So everyone gets an extra d6. I always forget I have this when we do a short rest.
So what are you doing?
It's a Song of Rest.
Okay, what's that song sound like? What's playing on the violin?
Well, since we're in Rosohna, or near Rosohna anyways, I'll play sort of whatever the traditional music of the area is.
It's kind of
a little bit of flavor.
Yeah, kind of haunting. It's not like a soothing song. It's kind of creepy, like a creepy kind of like ballad.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Talindra, that's really sad. That's a sad song.
I do tend to prefer folk musics, but since we're in the area,
I guess it's fitting where we are.
I'm sure you'll hear more of it when we get closer.
Yeah, funeral music.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's what it sounds like.
Oh, that's not funeral.
That's yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
Always get them mixed up.
Me too. You all finish your short rest. The mead defrosts. It's an hour. It defrosts not like super fast. So it's you got chilled mead, little ice chunks.
He's gonna
floating in
like
it.
shake it up, make a mead smoothie
Okay.
or slushy.
Give me a strength check.
Oh shit.
See how good you make a slushy out of it with your bare hands.
Okay. 15 plus 3 is 18.
Oh yeah, just.
Okay.
And it stops sloshing. It definitely just doesn't make any sound when you shake it. It's pure slushy.
Perfect. He'll like stick it through his chainmail so it like sits.
Nice.
So it's cool. All right, let's go.
Enoch used to the mountain cold in the middle of a desert.
He hates this.
All right. So we're gonna do a montage because obviously no one wants to roleplay 94 hours here. Who's leading the trek on the first day of travel? The blind Enoch.
No.
Okay.
I will.
Lindak will take his usual place at the back, watching on it.
Okay, so what's the
Back
marching order?
trail.
We got Gravel in front
I'll
then.
help you, Enoch.
Okay. Gravel, would you roll me a D10, please, for the first day of travel?
Okay. 7.
7. Wow. Okay, cool. All right. I need to roll a D4 real quick. Okay. You all hear the sound of rolling thunder, and as soon as you set out from out of the shade, a torrential downpour, thunderstorm rolls in. So the heat reduces immensely, but there is a torrential downpour, raining all around into this craggy, dry land. Yeah, and because the rain is so hard, your visibility is reduced to 30 feet. And all perception checks are made with disadvantage. Well, the storm happens, so just...
Can we negate that by going slow?
Yeah, sure.
By having our speed?
If you go slow pace, yeah.
Okay. Oh, what do we want to... Hey, this is a hell of a storm. Is this normal?
It happens.
Yeah, you'd know that
Occasionally, yes.
after torrential downpours, there's also the high chance of a mudslide.
Oh. Is this... That's usually in the, like, a hilly area, though. Is this, like... Or, isn't it?
And where would it slide from?
Exactly, where would it slide from?
Okay.
Oh.
Huh. Okay.
Enak's gonna try to hold out his shield over Gravel.
Ping, 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 ping,
So as like a
ping,
shade.
ping, ping.
Gravel's not even there.
There you go, Gravel.
Yeah,
To move his arms
No,
so that it's
yeah,
over gravel.
And now you move over Gravel. Ping, ping, ping,
Poor
ping, and
Enoch.
ping, 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 ping,
Thanks.
ping, 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 ping.
Well,
Just use my coat as a...
it's really hard to see in this. We can either just take it as is and try to double our speed, or try to see while we're going through this and have our speed.
Is there anything worth seeing?
Not much.
Mud.
Well, there's potentially,
Danger.
dangers, but no sights, but potential, yes. So,
This, do you know if things kind of hate the rain and kind of go away during it? Because we might be able to get a lot of travel in if we just hoof it right now.
seems unlikely.
Talindra,
just
Lindak, give me
seems-
nature checks to see if you can figure out if any creature just in the area don't like the rain.
18 plus 0 is 18.
Okay.
A 9.
9.
I got out a lot.
9.
You come from-
like
you-
music.
Yeah, you like music. You're noble. You don't come out to the
I didn't leave the
wastelands.
palace much.
Yeah.
I trained
Lindak,
out here, so maybe I know something.
creatures known as gloom stalkers generally don't come out in the storms because they fly. Big flying shadow dragons, essentially. Not dragons, but more like shadowy wyverns. You all watch Critical Role. You know what gloom stalkers are. That's about it. The only creatures that won't come out during a storm because they fly. Oh, and rocks.
Yeah,
There
it's
are
just
rocks.
flying things won't come out in this stuff.
There are
guys.
also, there's rocks. You would also know, you and Talindra both know there are rocks in the Barbed Fields, massive gargantuan birds, also probably not out during a storm.
And that sounds like a good idea to me. And since we can't see very well, I bet a bunch of other things can't see very well. And well, this rain probably doesn't help with things' noses either, so they
Right.
can't smell us. Might as well double time it during the storm. What do you guys
If
think?
we do that, we'd better be cautious of when the store is going to end, because there may be some hazardous
Well, I imagine we'll see the,
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, just to be
Yeah.
aware that there might
Oh,
be
yeah.
might be difficult to walk on.
No
and get
matter what's going on out here, we have to be very careful. So
Mm.
going fast is fine. Just keep your eyes open, guys.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Keep your eyes
Sorry,
open.
Enak. You can keep them
Sorry.
open, but
Okay. The ground is getting muddy. So yeah, even if you wanted to, it's essentially after about like half an hour of walking through this rain, the ground starts to get soft, and then becomes difficult terrain. So it's half pace, so slow pace, moving through this mud. And then after about an hour, the storm just stops. It was only an hour-long thunderstorm. Oh, well, and you do hear rumbling coming from the distance, from the west, as the storm ends. And you can see in the distance.
Another storm?
Let me roll for this.
stampede.
2 times 4. A wall of mud coming down a hill. It's 8 feet deep, essentially, so 8 feet tall, and 60 feet wide, coming down the crest of this hill towards you all at alarming speed, and you are all in deep mud.
Hey, what's that?
Is there any big rocks around we could
There-
get behind?
There is,
We're
so
on top of.
to see if you all can get behind the rock in time, I need everyone to give me dexterity saving throws. Enoch with disadvantage.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Dex save.
Oh,
Dex save plus 0.
that's
10.
not terrible.
Okay, 10.
Yeah.
I rolled better than
that's
you.
7.
That's weird.
Lindak trips, lands on his face in the mud.
Okay, so 10 went to Lindak. You're Enoch yet?
13. I rolled a 18 and 14
Okay,
minus 1.
Talindra,
It was a 10.
Gravel.
23.
Gravel gets behind the rock in time, but everyone else gets buffeted by this wall of mud.
How far do we end up away?
Those of you who got hit by the mud get 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
Can I try to brace it and do my stone's endurance?
Yes.
Cool.
Those of you
Oh, that's not bad. Oh,
okay, Talindra, what'd you get again? You got a 10, right?
I got a 10. Yeah.
Lindak, you got a 10 as well, right?
yeah.
Okay. Both you and Talindra are knocked prone in this mudslide and are carried about 300 feet away into just open barbed fields. And then it relaxes. Enoch is standing in the mud, covered in mud. Gravel safe behind a spire. And you can see Lindak and Talindra prone about 300 feet away.
300 feet away.
Yeah, just
Closer to where we want to be? Or
nope.
of course
And
not.
some of the spires in the area have been actually knocked over from the mudslide. Deals 50 damage to structures.
Oh, it's a good thing that the thing I hid behind didn't crush on top of me.
It has about 3 hit points left, the one you're behind.
Oh.
So it's kind of like tilting a bit.
It's wobbling.
Nice.
Okay, we're 300 feet away. Can we actually see our friends?
Yeah,
Like,
it's a flat
okay.
landscape. Yeah.
Wow.
Gravel, Lindak, Talindra.
Coming.
We're
Oh,
over here, Enoch. Just wait. We'll be back. I'll be back. Are we in the same place, Talindra and I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sort of get up grumbling. Just like,
Cover, yeah. You're like, there's nowhere on you that's not like just caked with mud.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to going home. Let's
Yeah, I
just,
bet.
let's just.
All right, let's get back to the others.
Okay. You make your way back to the others through. And while mud is everywhere, I need to roll one more thing.
No.
For the next 1 mile, it's considered difficult terrain of just mud that's left over.
This
Like,
is so hard on the boots.
yeah, the mud comes up to basically like Gravel's like chin.
Gravel, do you need to climb up? You can.
I'm using these snowshoes to stay on top of it.
I was actually thinking that. Does that work?
Yeah.
I mean, all it is for weight distribution, so that
Yep.
your skinny legs the weight is spread out over a farther period. You know.
Were you
Like a
wearing
frog
were you
surface
were you wearing your
area.
snowshoes the entire time?
No.
Okay, so they fish you out of the mud, so you can put on your snowshoes and you can just walk on.
Well,
the
I was
surface.
behind the rock. I assume I didn't.
Oh right.
I wasn't in this-
Yeah, so you can put on your snowshoes.
Yeah.
Everybody
If I
else.
see him doing that, I'm gonna do the same thing.
Okay.
I'm just gonna wade through it.
Yeah, for Lindak and Enak, the mud's basically like.
Yeah.
just
He's
under
gonna
the-
take a shield in front of him like
Mhm.
a snow plow or a mud plow, just
Okay.
pushing through.
But that does end the first day of your travel eventually. You travel 20. How many? I gotta check how many miles you travel in a day, real quick, because that's for my math.
Well, 24.
Yeah, 24.
Mine, but we had to do some at slow pace. So
Correct. But so we'll say that adds another day on then. Okay, so that means you have 3 days left. But that's the end of your first day of travel. Just because again we're montaging it for sanity. So the night starts to fall as you're wandering, caked in mud, through the mudslide. No longer dealing with the mudslide anymore, but the mudslide and having to walk slow and everything. Well, it wouldn't have added a whole day. Just an extra couple of hours on top. So,
I
yeah.
was like, we've actually moved backwards in time. No.
We'll say it only adds like an extra 6 hours on top.
Okay.
So I'm assuming we'll find a place and
only- yeah.
I'll start my tiny hut.
Okay. Anyone doing anything before you all sleep? Tiny hut
No.
pops up.
Actually, yeah, Lindak's gonna. We don't have to do this, but he's just gonna tell his friend where he thinks we are, where Lindak thinks we are. He's just gonna tell Varen on the sending stuff. He can do that once a day. So.
Yeah, what does that sound like? So I know what this guy's being told.
Oh, hey, Varen, we are in Xhorhas. I believe we're northeast of Rosohna, probably about halfway between.
You're out.
Yep, that was pretty much my words.
There's a response that says, "Let me know when you get to Rosohna. Be safe."
Okay.
Gravel's gonna keep working on these on his little beacon project.
Okay. Give me one final Tinker Tools check with proficiency, and then you're gonna need to find a light source for it to actually give off that light.
Yeah, he's gonna make. Yeah, we'll say that he's during this last one. He's trying to make any adjustments since he actually saw one for real
Okay.
to kind of spice it up. Ooh, you said plus Tinker Tools?
Yeah. So for your proficiency bonus, yeah.
23.
Okay. You make it look as close as possible as you can to the beacon. If someone were really spend a lot of time examining it, hours, not hours, but if they're in-depth examining it, and maybe if they've seen one before, they'd know it's a fake. But maybe someone who hasn't seen one before in person could easily be fooled by it. It just needs a light source inside.
Yeah, the goal is to get it to look like a beacon in glancing, and also from 20-ish feet away.
Okay.
It's like
Enak's gonna do something the first night. So once the bubble is up, he's gonna walk out and he's gonna spin in a circle.
He gets scooped up by a rock.
Great.
No.
He's gonna spin in a circle,
Mhm.
get himself dizzy,
Okay.
so he forgets where the bubble is, and he's gonna cast Detect Magic.
Yeah, you can find it.
And he so he could sense where it is,
Mhm.
and he'll slowly walk his way to it.
Okay.
So he's just kind of getting an aura sense of from where the bubble is, right?
Okay. Yeah. Totally.
He's gonna. All right. Then he'll lay down and just go to sleep.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything before your first night is done? Your first day in the Barbed Fields is done?
Nope.
All right.
Oh, by the way, I do have a question.
Yeah.
Since I do have candles, I could probably light a candle and like a jack-o'-lantern just kind of.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try. I'll have Gravel try that out and see how it looks.
Yeah. At a glance and 20 feet away, it'd probably look real, but up close, they'd probably tell it's a flickering candlelight, not a constant, steady source of light.
Okay.
But again, if no one's seen one before, they'd be easily fooled.
All right. Yeah, he's gonna
Okay.
keep that.
So 8 hours.
I imagine the Tal and Lindak's culture might find some offense to this, as it is probably like a those Jesus night lights. It's probably like one of those to them.
When we moved into this place, before we get back onto it, we found a bag in the basement full of crosses. Anyways,
That's funny.
it's creepy.
Frightening.
But you all awake on the second day. The tiny hut is gone. It's like waking up in a very hot. It's like waking up in the middle of a desert without any protection from the wind. It's just hot as fuck.
Does my exhaustion level go away?
Yes.
Okay.
And everyone gets the benefits of a long rest.
Awesome.
And you have 2 days and 23 hours left to go.
Enak's gonna lift his shield over his head to protect himself from the sun.
Okay. Helps.
He's gonna actually hold it with both hands.
The mead that's been in your melted. It's back to just being mead that's definitely been watered down by a bunch of ice.
Put it back in his bag, but he's gonna walk with his shield over his head. He's gonna be very perturbed. His face is gonna look. He's not gonna be happy.
Okay.
He does not like this.
Who's leading?
Oh,
for this?
Lindax.
Oh,
Lindax just got his green cloak back on and the hood up.
okay. So leading for the second day is Gravel again.
Yeah.
Roll me another d10, please.
All right.
If you get a, hold on a second. Look at my results. If you get a 7, reroll.
Got a 4.
4. Oh no! Just
1.
This
Yay.
is great. Lindak and Talindra. In the distance, you see a familiar storm rolling in. Not a rainstorm, but a storm you're familiar. Lindak and Talindra. A storm you're familiar with in these wastes. A storm the locals like to call a necrotic tempest. And as you all look around,
Yeah, Gravel's just like, what's that over there?
What's what?
rolling above, a storm infused with the essence of death, roils with dark clouds that manifest leering skulls and bone-white lightning.
Hey, Tal, you think you can get a hut? Like, maybe
Yeah, I was
break
just
it down?
thinking that.
So,
I'm
Talindra, Lindak, you would know just information about the storm before we continue. Every minute, a creature that's exposed to the storm gets buffeted by it. Like, it's basically you need shelter immediately. And any creature that dies in this storm rises as a skeleton or zombie within minutes. And these storms can last anywhere between 1 to 4 hours. And when they're done, if there were crops out here, they'd be withered, and wells would be undrinkable for 1 to 4 days after the storm passes. How long does it take to cast Tiny Hut?
It takes 1 minute.
Okay, you do pop Tiny
If
Hut
she
up,
uses a spell slot.
Oh yeah, can I just
Yes.
use a spell slot? Yeah, I'm
But-
gonna do that.
but at the end of that minute, I need everybody to make Constitution saving throws before you dive into the hut.
Okay.
Hey guys, we got to get out of this. This is bad.
And the hut just, yeah. Save.
Sorry, what kind of
Con, please.
con?
19.
19. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh, that's really good. 23.
Okay.
No.
I rolled a
Oh my god,
6.
that's way more than that.
A 6.
24.
Talindra, you take 11 points of necrotic damage.
All right. Does that affect my spell casting at all?
No. And
Okay.
then Gravel, what'd you get?
14.
14. That succeeds. So the only person who gets buffeted by this necrotic tempest is Talindra. Everyone gets into the
It's
tiny
like
hut.
casting, and
Yeah.
then it's just
She's casting. We're all
It's just
diving
like,
in it while she's.
yeah, it's just like
well, like
ten,
it
it's like
comes
ten-
up around her.
It's
Yeah.
like just tendrils of death, like just lashing the ground, white lightning crashing into everything, and you're all back in the tiny hut.
We're dodging it before we get in. Yeah.
But yeah, you're inside the tiny hut again.
For 8 hours. It lasts
Well,
8 hours, right?
Yeah, it lasts 8 hours, but you can
Oh,
end it,
God.
you can end it early if you want.
What was that? What was that?
That was a bad storm. That's something we do not want to get stuck in. We'd end up dead in a few minutes.
Oh.
Yep. Every minute it deals 3d6 necrotic damage to
Ugh.
anything that's outside.
Very lucky that we had an easy means of shelter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
We'd be
yeah.
dead without you, Tal.
Yeah, that's right, Tal. You just saved all our lives.
I mean, you could dive.
I
over
saved
a
my own
spire,
life as
but-
well, so.
But yeah, this white lightning buffeting the ground in places. You see a little, like, nearby, you can kind of see this little, like, animal kind of, like, come out of a burrow hole, look around. It catches eyes. I can't even see through the target, but you can see it looking around. It's like a little, like, weird, long rodent. And a lightning bolt just hits it and just decimates it.
Tal, you took a pretty big hit. Like,
I'm
are you all right?
I'm fine, really.
Here you go. He's gonna tap Tal's knee and 5 lay on hands.
Oh,
Okay.
good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
How long do these usually take? How long do they usually last, these storms?
1 to 4 hours. You
Okay,
can't-
so
Yeah.
all right.
Anywhere between 1 hour to 4 that'll take for it to subside.
We just sit and watch it out of the tent. Like we can see through this.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
The clouds look like skulls. Lightning is like jettisoning out of the skulls, open mouths and eye sockets, and just slamming into the ground.
Since we just had a long rest, Tal should have a bunch of her short rest dice back. or
Yeah,
hit dice
half.
back.
You get half
Yeah.
back. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, maybe I'll do that since we're resting anyway.
Okay. And after 3 hours,
Jeez.
the storm stops. And where that long rodent thing was, it's lumbering around now as a zombie, just kind of like. It's like this big, so it's like not even a threat. It's just like. It's like an undead little ferret, kind of just walking around. And as the tiny hut clears, it sniffs and starts like scurrying towards you all, like a little like undead ferret.
Lindak swings a kick at it.
Make an unarmed strike against it.
19. No, 20.
Okay. What's the damage for your unarmed
4.
strike? 4. You just kick it, and it like splits in half, and it's kind of.
Undead fortitude.
Oh yeah, shit.
That's right. Comes back. to
Yeah,
him.
it's fine. It's like, it kicks you and it like latches onto your leg and starts biting into your leg. Nah, it can't like it's like trying to bite your leg. It's like
Can't get through my boots.
What is that?
it's like it's undead ferrets are trying to bite into Lindak's like clothes. Anyone else doing anything? It's attacking Lindak, but it's just a ferret.
Can I like skewer it and
Yeah, make an attack roll.
rapier?
What is going
You can
on?
just hear this screaming rodent. Just
It's all right, Enak. It's all right.
Okay.
It's just some undead rodent.
Ooh.
But we can't
Oh,
really
good.
attack it because
Oh, that's
Lindak.
13.
13 hits, roll damage.
All
I
right.
know.
I burped and brought up my chili.
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
Rough.
acidic.
It was spicy too.
That is a 5.
5. It's still alive. You just pierce it. It's just like
All
Like-
right, all right.
Is it like on my sword like a skewer?
yeah, it's like flailing around. It's like,
And I just like, just like.
yeah, it's on the ground
Gravel.
now. It's like,
Yeah, Gravel's gonna
go for it.
try to take it out. And I guess it's next to Talindra.
So sneak attack, yeah.
Yeah. Is it prone?
No. Actually, yeah, it's on his back, so it's like,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh my god.
17 to hit.
Hits, roll damage with sneak attack.
22 damage.
Nope. Just cut its head off. Just
Well, it took long enough.
Dang, that
I mean,
thing
it
was
was-
tough. Holy cow.
It's an epic fight, Enak.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We gotta
We
gotta
better
watch
get
out
going.
for this undead stuff.
yeah, what else could be roaming out here that died in the storm?
It's,
Undead rock. Ooh.
Yeah, guys, we gotta watch out for this undead stuff. Is that normal? Like that?
Yeah.
If
It's
this little
deadly.
thing, if this little thing is like that tough, I mean, I'm a little worried about about the rest of the trip here.
Oh man.
I mean, I did warn you that there were things in this part of the world that were not very friendly.
Does stuff like this happen in the city?
Not generally, no.
Not generally.
Well, we're pretty protected.
And there's
Oh.
places to go inside in the city.
Enak's gonna start walking.
Okay. What? Yeah, just in a ring.
Yeah.
Roll me a
I
D.
turn him around.
Roll a
in the
D4.
right direction.
You roll a D4.
North, south, east, west.
2.
2. You walk in the right direction.
South, nice.
Hey. Learning. Okay.
I knew where I was going.
But that brings to an end your second day in the Barbed Fields. You travel for another 23 hours, bringing you to 2 days and 0 hours. Oh, well, no, 24 hours. 1 day and 23 hours left. So actually, yeah, it'll be 2 more technically. Well, no, 1 full day and then, yeah. Anyways. No more zombies. You don't want to counter any. If you do, you can kind of see them roaming in the distance, just but easily avoidable. Zombies are stupid as shit. You come to your second night in the Barbed Fields.
Enak's gonna try again. He's gonna keep trying to really get a sense of this, trying to see the magic.
Okay. So you're
Obviously, I put it.
okay. So there's 48 miles left, which is still 2 days. So my math was wrong. Either way, y'all are fine. Yeah. So you put up a tiny hut. You can cast detect magic, spin yourself around. You can find it again.
Well, anything else that we should be looking out for? Do any of you have any stories about this place, or like
It's just really scary, man. This is a really tough
It's
part
just
of the
scary.
world.
like
You would know there's
I did.
Sorry.
You would know there's creatures here that roam the lands that are dangerous. There's gloomstalkers, which are like the shadowy covered wyverns, Lindak and Talindra. You both would also know of rocks, giant gargantuan birds that swoop down from the sky and just pick people up. Tar pits you could fall into if you're not careful. That melt flesh off of bone. And massive abominations, creatures called udaks.
Yeah, watch out for them udaks too.
Udat? What? What's an udak?
Lindak, you do know they're both. It's like a mixture of a giant gorilla and a lizard, with like 6 eyes.
It's a big creepy thing, like a monkey lizard. You don't want to
What?
meet them. They're big and they're ugly and they're tough.
Oh, like me.
Oh, buddy, you're not ugly.
Thanks, Gravel. It's gonna fall asleep.
Okay. Anyone doing anything before you all pass out again in the tiny hut?
Just do a nice little tune as people go to bed.
Okay.
Nice little goodbye, good night.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Yeah, little goodbye.
Totally
Murders us
not.
all.
We wake up in the morning and she's gone.
Oof. But you all gain the benefits of a long rest, which again, who gives a fuck? It doesn't really matter. But you all gain the benefits of a long rest. Well, yeah, it does. Exhaustion. You all gain the benefits of a long rest, and you wake up at the start of your third day in the Barbed Fields, 48 miles away from Rosohna. Who's navigating today? Gravel again? Okay. Start of your day, you all limber up, get out of the tiny hut. I need another D10 roll. Reroll on a 4 and a 7, please. 5. Is this a good one? It is. Cool. Cool. All right.
So, you mentioned Udax. What are these things? They sound pretty bad. Gorilla.
Sort of gorilla lizard type creature.
Lots of eyes.
So,
Oh, sorry, it has
I mean,
4 eyes.
so where
Poor
I come
eye.
from, things aren't necessarily pleasant either. But I mean, you guys must have not minded being in the Empire. I mean,
To be completely honest, a lot of these things I only heard of. I spent most of my time in the city. A lot of these creatures are just, tales I've heard tell.
not to say that we didn't run into a lot of dangers during our travels in the Empire, but I mean, I guess this place just kind of feels dangerous.
It is hostile. I think that's fair to say.
Talindra and Lindak, you would know that Udax are commonly known as the Bruised of Xhorhas. They are enormous, resemble an immense demonic cross between an ox and a gorilla. I don't know why I said lizard. They're solitary wanderers, found commonly in barren lands like this place. They often scavenge for food, but a hungry one will attack almost anything. Its 4 set of red eyes and its tangle of teeth and tusks.
4 sets of red eyes.
Yep. And it's considered a living siege engine. In recent years, the War Masters of the Kryn Dynasty have developed arcane collars that keep them under control and have begun using them in the war against the Empire. Big old living siege engines.
I don't want to run into one of those.
Lindak will tell Gravel and Enoch all this stuff.
This place sounds terrible.
I was raised in this world. I found that the Empire was kind of alien, weird, different monsters.
Halt!
Wait, hold up. What?
Coming down the road, because you guys are still kind of near the road, you see 4 figures riding these panther-like creatures with tusks, and sat on the back of them are, again, 1 figure on each, in this very cricket-like looking armor. And Lindak and Talindra recognize them as soldiers of the Aurora Watch.
My guys. Those are my guys.
You know them? Hello?
What's your business in these parts?
What's the chance any of them would recognize Lindak?
Probably slim. These aren't Bazzoxan Aurora Watch. They're...
Yeah.
Trying to keep myself somewhat non-suspiciously as possible, trying to not directly make my face seen, I guess.
Well,
But
they can see purple. Just curious. Just curious what you're all doing on the roads. We just had some terrible storms, and
Yeah, they were terrible. We're just on our way to Rosohna.
What are you doing? What's your purpose there, actually?
I'm there to kind of a tourist. Heard some good things, so
Like what? We can probably point you
just
towards some
that
stuff.
just that there's excellent place to worship the Luxon, considering.
Oh, of
And-
course, yes.
And I hear that the architecture is quite interesting as well. And yeah, I just figured it would be nice to see that.
Interesting.
Yeah, me too.
Are you all right?
Yeah. He has a band. He doesn't
Yeah.
just his eyes aren't just
Yeah,
out. He
no,
does
I
have a
know,
bandage
yeah.
over his eyes. Okay. Yeah, I'm all right. Thank you.
Okay.
Um,
How do these
Lindak.
guys look like you?
Yes.
Okay.
What's Lindak doing?
He wants to identify himself.
How you plan on doing that?
I'll tell him who I am.
Okay. What do you say?
Guys, that's a good question.
Yes?
Because I don't look like them.
Nope.
My name is Lindak Ardoirm. You may have heard of me.
They look at each other. No.
I work with Farron, Task Hand, Bazilzan. I am of the Aurora Watch. I am a lieutenant in the Aurora Watch. I know I'm out of uniform. I've been traveling.
You are out of uniform. Interesting.
Anyway, I met these guys during my travels, and they've been here before, and they're kind of guiding me there, and just trying to get into town, see what's going on, see how things have changed.
We have to get to Rosohna.
You have to?
Well, yeah, we actually do have to.
If you're just there for sightseeing, it's still going to be there.
Oh, I am. They got their own reasons.
Well, what's their reason?
I'm telling you mine. I don't know.
Well, what's your reason for wanting to go to Rosohna, Mr.
I have to meet.
Ardoirm?
I have to meet Farron there.
Do you have a letter or anything with his seal? Do you have any proof that you're meeting him there?
No.
Again, we don't know who you
actually.
are.
I understand that.
You're not wearing a uniform.
How about this? And he manifests Echo 2 feet in front of him.
Interesting. And then one of these Drow, because they're all Drow, says, Velen, cast, Temin. Go to Bazilzan. Find Varen, make sure this is all true. If it isn't, well, let me know. And we'll deal with this one accordingly. If it is true, though, then it's good to meet a fellow member of your War Watch. But I just can't trust anyone saying that willy-nilly. Again, out of uniform. But your little display here has me a little hopeful.
I am an Echo Knight. There are only...
I understand, but things are strange right now. Our
This is
talents are not just being used by us anymore.
Oh, is that right?
The Empire is learning the ways of the Beacon. That's probably why they're stealing them. Anyways, I will escort you all to Rosohna. We still have about 2 days left, so
That would be
he pats the head
so
of,
great.
He pats the head of the big cat that he's on, the panther, the moorbounder. That Talindra and Lindak would know us to be a moorbounder.
More boundaries.
And
Pretty
he,
typical mount here.
yeah. And he's like, all right, well, onwards. I will follow you. And he kind of just positions himself in the back so he can keep watch on the four of you. Oh, sorry, my name's Kalan.
Elon?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet
Name's
you
Gravel.
as well. Gravel, nice to meet you.
Oh, I'm Enak.
Nice to meet you. Ah, and then there's one of... Oh, I don't see many of our own kind, especially one dressed like that, wandering these wastes. What's your name?
My name is Tal.
Tal.
Oh, dried dirt.
Yeah.
I got dirt like all over
Yeah,
me.
Tal. Tal. Huh. Well, it's good to meet you all. I hope you're who you say you are. Otherwise, well, I didn't want to execute anybody today, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, well, you don't have to say that part out loud. Gosh, you make me nervous, buddy.
That's the point. And the moorbounder
What?
kind of snarls a little bit. Anyways, and
Onward,
he
I suppose.
he clambers off the moorbounder in his armor, takes his helmet off a little bit. It's like he's got like top knot kind of white hair tied off.
How pretty is this person?
Pretty pretty.
Are they gorgeous?
Oh yeah.
All right.
It's like Geralt of Rivia, but a drow.
Oh man.
A little bit like a stubble, and he
Wait, stubble?
he starts grabbing a couple like rocks that are laying nearby, and starts like setting up a campfire. Puts a little bit of like he pulls like some like this weird like purple like moss-ish looking material, and starts like patting the bottom of the campfire with it, and then he just snaps his fingers and it lights. He's like, might as well get comfortable. It's going to be a cold night.
You have no idea what cold nights are.
Yes, I do.
Okay. I'm not going to argue with them.
Sorry, we're getting ready for like a long rest now?
Yeah,
I thought we were still
that
moving.
was the encounter for the day, so it's another
No,
rest
okay.
happening. Yeah.
We do have magical ways of keeping shelter.
Oh, well then. By all means.
If I may.
I just thought he would all like some hot food.
Oh.
Oh,
well,
yeah, that would
do
be great.
First.
And he fishes around in his pack. He's like, I've been traveling for a couple days myself. Just doing patrols on the road here. And he pulls out of his pack one of those familiar ferrets. It's been skewered and like cleaned and on a skewer. He's like, this is good eating. And he puts it on the fire and starts like roasting it on the spit.
I bet. You know, I was gonna go into his bag. Oh man, he's gonna be so sad. And he's gonna start like rummaging about and looking for his different herbs and spices.
Give me an investigation check with disadvantage.
Maybe they're in like some glass. I imagine they're in like a glass thing and not in like little burlap things.
Yeah.
Have to,
Okay.
Terrible way to
figure a
carry
system
herbs.
out.
Not the best. Let me see. A 10 plus investigation. So 11.
11. Takes you about half an hour, but you find all of them.
Okay. the ferret's probably been cooked by then.
Yeah, it's cooked already. He's like, oh.
Is it done?
Yeah.
Cool. Come on.
Don't stop
We'll start putting it back.
Don't stop me from flavoring your portion.
Oh. Okay. How
Pulls
many
like,
more do you have of those?
just as one.
Oh.
I didn't expect to be feeding 3 others, but hey,
We've
4 others.
got plenty of rations.
Shut up!
no
No, you
worries.
don't. And he just snaps off one of the legs. It's a fairly He snaps off one of the legs and gives a leg to Gravel, gives a leg to Talindra, gives a leg to Lindak, gives a leg to Enak.
Enak kind of holds his hand out.
Yeah, I guess this hot like spit rotisserie leg. And he snaps the head off and tosses the rest of the body to his moorbounder. which just hungrily snatches it up. He just starts like sucking on the head, sucking out all like the meat, eyeballs, brains, very good nutrients. So he's just like sucking on the head of this ferret. So have you, Mr. Gnome, coming to see the sights? Have you seen anything interesting while you've been in the Barbed Fields?
Interesting, not necessarily pleasant.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's those 2 storms, like you mentioned. So, and like a quite fortified little rodent.
Yes, the weasels. Ferrets, rather. They're rather hearty.
Stout.
Yes.
So, were you in the war at all?
No, I stayed here.
When it was going on? No? Okay.
Yes, I just patrol. That's my duty with my other 3 mates. We patrol the land here. Yep, once a month we do the whole trip around the Barbed Fields. We're not once a month, once every couple of months we do a patrol.
That takes you a month.
More boundaries are quick, but yes, it's time consuming, but I think this is one of the first times I've come across people who just wandering.
Well, do you have any interesting stories? I mean, you've gotta, right? For patrolling this place for
the other
years
day.
now?
Yeah, a couple hours ago, actually, before the storm came, the first storm, the thunderstorm. We were
Gravel's enraptured.
We were starting our patrol, and well, we can just say we were delayed for a few hours while we were being hunted through the wastes by a rock.
What? A rock? That can't happen. You have living rocks around here?
No, it's a giant bird,
that sort of rock.
a gargantuan bird that swoops
Called
down.
Remember we saw one from a distance a while ago, Enak? Right?
Oh.
Isn't that?
Yeah.
Was that this campaign?
Yeah.
So
you said that it went
that's
back
right.
over to the Silberquiel Ridge
Sure.
because we were traveling up to the
That's
Amber
right.
Crossroads and it like flew by.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Massive birds. They swoop down and they pick up anything they can eat and take it back to their nests. It chased us through the spires. He kind of points to the wasteland where all these like rocky spires are. It chased us through there. Didn't get any of us, thankfully. But as soon as the storm hit, it flew away.
Any tips for avoiding them?
Try not to be seen. That's my tip.
So, roads probably aren't the safest.
No.
You might want to just travel from cover to cover if that's the case, right?
Yeah, if there's one nearby, get off the road. Yeah.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Otherwise, they can topple these spires pretty easily with their immense weight, but it'll be harder for them to snag you from in here. A lot of stories of people just getting picked off the road. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. That is a good story with good information.
Very much so.
Anyways. And he goes into a trance.
Hey, good night.
Are we ready for a rest?
Hey, Lindak, you got a second?
I absolutely do.
Okay. I was gonna grab his shield and his war mace.
Okay.
Okay. He's gonna wander a little bit.
Enak will follow him.
Okay, you step back a little bit. I want you to try to hit me.
Hit you?
Yes.
With my sword?
Well, the not sharpened.
Okay. So Lindak pulls off his sword in the sheath
Mm-hmm.
and starts trying to hit Enak with it.
Make an attack roll with advantage because he's blinded.
9.
9. Miss.
Ding. Oh. Do it again.
Okay. 14.
Ding. One more time.
Uh, 12.
Dink. So essentially, with that, I want Enak and Lindak to train. So Enak's kind of picking up how to
The feat
extend
we
his
talked about.
senses. Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
he wants to try to extend his senses out.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys can
Yeah.
do that for the rest
Doing
of
that for a while.
Yep. Before you guys go to sleep. Anybody else doing anything before you go to sleep? That moorbound just curled real close around Kieran.
I'm going to use my sending stone to talk to Varen again. Tell him what's going on.
Yeah. I am like Gravel is going to kind of check out what this guy's wearing. Like
Plate.
I imagine he's got a pack though. He's like checking to see like where his pockets are and
Investigation
like,
check.
kind of a thing that he does for most people and
Yeah,
that
investigation check.
might be wary of. That's a that's a 28.
Very cricket-like armor.
Shit.
Mhm.
A jagged kind of sword. Keeps all of his stuff very well concealed and tucked into like the armor plating, like the kind of like insectoid-like plating, kind of tucked away up in there.
But I imagine I can see like the little twine that he might have to like pull up a coin purse that's underneath or like stuff like that. Okay. Smart. Yeah, that's what he does.
Good.
Just kind of taking note of like how he carries himself, what like, and how his armor fits and stuff like that.
Okay.
Just overall.
Talindra, are you doing anything before y'all wake up for the morning?
Well, I was going to create a hut for people.
Yeah,
but
I'm assuming that's already up.
Other than that, that was the only thing I really wanted to. do.
Okay.
And Lindak talk to Varen then?
You can certainly try.
All right. Varen, the Aurora Watch has stopped us. I need you to meet me in Rosohna with my armor, please, as soon as you can. That's it. I had one word left.
Okay.
That's
Thanks.
and then he'll go to sleep
Okay.
until Varen answers or whatever.
Yeah, no response. He's probably trancing or sleeping. Yeah. All right. You all wake up again the following morning. Kieran is already awake, and he's kind of just like wiping down his moorbounder, kind of like petting it and scritching it, like kind of like just brushing its coat. He's like, good morning, everyone. Hope you all slept well.
Morning.
Did I forgot if it was explicitly mentioned? Did Tal do a hut for that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, Tal's got a pretty nice hut.
Do my
Pleasant.
best.
We could use that ability when we're in the wilderness, but yes. Puts the helmet back on. gets up on the moorbounder.
Suppose we better get going. Got a long ride.
I'll let you all lead the way.
All right. I mean, it's easy. It's just a road.
Yeah, and I'll stay
But,
back here and
But I'll probably take your advice and have us walk us through.
well, it'll add more time if you do. Just I say don't do it unless one of those things shows up.
All right. Well, there we go.
All right. For the last day of travel, I would like you to roll me another d10. Reroll a 4, 5,
One.
and 7. 1. Okay. Cool beans. Let me just do them. Add how many days you've been traveling. Extra. This is the 10th.
Udak.
Oh man, this is the 10th of Bruisendar. So you guys have had 31 days pass in game.
Oh, nice.
As you're walking though, up ahead, perched on a jagged spire of rock and glass, scanning the environment, isn't a rock, isn't an Udak, but Lindak and Talindra would recognize the form of a Gloomstalker. And then even Kieran's like, Gloomstalker.
All right.
What does it look like? What is it?
I'll show you the picture.
Okay.
I'll describe it as well, because for people listening. It's a terrifying winged predator resembling a wyvern, composed of twisting shadows with glowing eyes and dagger-like teeth. And it doesn't know it. Well, it wouldn't have noticed you, but either way, yeah. Looking for the group chat to send it. Show y'all what this looks like.
Oh boy.
And Kieran just draws his sword out, shing, as it turns its head towards him, and lets it out. Everybody roll initiative.
Great.
And I will have to edit this encounter real quick to add Kieran to it.
Okie doke.
And I need to add the Moorbounder. Okay. So you got Kieran and you got a Moorbounder on your side. Okay, cool beans. And this thing's perched up on a rock about, a spire, about 40 feet away. Or 60 feet away, sorry. Alright, Talindra, what'd you have for initiative?
6.
6. Enak.
10.
10. Lindak.
Muted.
You're muted.
6.
6, okay. And then Gravel.
20.
20. Okay. Lindak's initiative bonus is 0. Talindra's is 4, so I'll give Talindra a 7 instead of a 6, so she goes before Lindak. Alright. Gravel, you're first. Kieran's like, Gloomstalker, and pulls out the sword, and this thing turns its head and goes, Rawr! This shadowy wyvern.
Is there anything to hide behind? Is there any cover at all?
Oh yeah, tons of rocky spires.
Sweet.
Yeah, Barbed Fields. But you are still on the road, so it's about 30 feet to one of these spires.
I'm not 30. My walking speed is only 25.
Movement dash.
Yeah, but then I can't hide. Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, I'll definitely use my movement to go in that direction.
Okay.
And then I'll use my bonus action to insightful fighting.
Okay.
Let's go. Come on.
Wisdom, correct? Or charisma?
Charisma check.
7 plus
Deception.
2, so 9.
Oh boy. Here we go. Let's roll it. Oh, that's cock. That's all. Oh, rolled this close to the same thing. So that is dirty 20.
Alright, yeah.
All right, sweet. I'm gonna try to hit it with a short bow attack.
Okay, go for it.
That one.
What does that look like? What's that nat one look like?
What is this thing? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, it just kind of drops at your feet. Just okay. Anything else?
Bonus action, movement, action.
Yep.
Got nothing.
Okay. Kieran is gonna hold a longsword attack. If it comes swooping at him, he's like, "Oh, I fought these before. They're easy. You're with people. Bring it to the Gloomstalker." Oh man. All right. It's perched on the rock, on the spire rather, and it's gonna scan, and it's gonna fly 80 feet near to everyone. And it's going to, yeah, as it's flying over all of you, it's going to let out a shriek. Just, I need everybody to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh, it can get all of them and me? I'm 25 feet away?
It's flying 80 feet towards you all, and its shriek can be heard within 60 feet. So, yeah.
Sorry, this was
Con
or...
save, yes. Kieran got a 13, and the Moorbounder got a 4. 2 plus 2. Okay. Oh, Kieran succeeds. Gravel, what'd you get?
3.
You're paralyzed until the end of the Gloomstalker's next turn.
Next turn.
Yes.
So
Talindra, what'd you get?
Turn. Okay.
I got a 10.
You are paralyzed until the end of this creature's next turn. Lindak.
Paralyzed. 15.
You succeed. Enoch.
21.
You succeed. So it's currently it's 30 feet up in the air, currently just flying over all of you. Bring it to the Moorbounder. It's paralyzed. Bring it to Enoch. It's 30 feet up in the air. You can hear its wings just like, and you heard it like above your head, 30 feet up or so.
Enoch, remember our training.
Oh,
your one night of training.
Yeah.
Right.
Remember your trading.
Shit.
He just starts doing the the crane.
Right.
Just listen for him.
Enok's going to grab his holy symbol, and he is going to speak in Celestial. He is going to do the incantation for bless, and he's going to bless his 3 compatriots.
Okay.
The blood is going to soak the bottom of the rags as y'all three's blood starts to run from the corners of your eyes.
Okay.
Luckily, bless is not a visual thing. I just have to know that they're within 30 feet of me. And then he's going to kind of...
Oh, within 30 feet of you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so Gravel's still within, that's right.
Yeah, he's only 25 feet.
So, yeah, the only people that aren't paralyzed are Enoch, Lindak, and Kieran. His Moorbounder is paralyzed.
So we're not paralyzed anymore because of the bless?
No, you still are.
You are.
Bless is something different.
What does bless do?
A D4 to stuff.
Attack and saving throws.
Okay.
And okay, so that's bless. Concentrating on that. Bonus action. I don't
doesn't recharge its shriek.
Good.
And we
don't have any
mind
bonus
that.
actions. Yeah. So.
All right. Cool beans. That'll bring it to Talindra, who's paralyzed, so no turn, I believe. Yes. Lindak, it's your turn. It's 30 feet right above. Just.
It's 30 feet right above us?
Yeah. It's swooping in to do some attacks to the paralyzed folks.
Manifest Echo. 15 feet in the air and then move them 30 feet or 15 feet and stab them with my sword.
Okay.
$13.
13 misses, just through the shadows that emanate off its wings, just kind of.
And do it again.
Okay.
Even worse.
Echo just.
I haven't rolled above an 8 except for.
Oh no! The Echo just shoots up into the air. The paralyzed people can see it. They're just like locked in place and just 2 misses. Anything else?
Nope. That's it for now.
All right, that'll bring us back to the top with Gravel, who is paralyzed. So bring it to Kieran, who's like, shit. Don't be paralyzed anymore. Ah. You can't do anything. Bring it to the Gloomstalker, who is then gonna swoop down, getting an attack of opportunity from the Echo if you want to take it.
Was he paralyzed too?
No, he can't reach. He has a longsword.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, Lindak, it's flying past your Echo, so you can take an attack of opportunity with your Echo if you'd like. But then Lindak won't get one.
Oh, that's better. 17 plus 5, 23.
That hits. Roll damage.
22, whatever.
Roll damage.
Oops, sorry. That didn't work. 10 points of damage.
Okay. And then it swoops down, and it's going to try to snatch up one of the people who are paralyzed with its snatch action.
Snatch action.
Don't snatch.
Who's it going to snatch? Obviously one of the paralyzed people. D4 time. No. Fuck that. It's going to snatch Talindra. She's the closest one that's paralyzed, and it can't... There's no way it's picking up the Moorbounder. Alright. Oh, shit. 16 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay, since you're paralyzed, it is considered an auto crit.
Okay.
So you take 8, 14, 23 slashing damage.
Okay.
And then you take 20 necrotic damage.
I'm out.
Unconscious.
I'm unconscious.
And you are grappled and restrained in its claws. And then it's going to fly up 60 feet, getting attacks of opportunity from Enak and this Kieran.
I can't see him, so I can't make an attack of opportunity.
That's right.
Isn't Lindak down there with them?
You're paralyzed. It's not the end of its turn yet. Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Talindra,
you're not paralyzed yet, so
yeah,
Lindak and Kieran can make attacks of opportunity.
You're already paralyzed, that's right.
15?
15.
Oh, 16, sorry.
16 hits. No, Kieran misses. Roll damage, Lindak, as it flies 60 feet up with Talindra.
7 points of damage.
Okay. Those of you who are paralyzed are no longer paralyzed, so that's Gravel, Talindra, who's unconscious now, and the Moorbounder. Bringing it to the Moorbounder. Who's gonna do something? Just chill, I guess. Enak.
Shit. There's... my God. Okay. This isn't gonna work, but he's gonna try. Shit. He is going to grab his hand axe. I'm sure he felt the wind pick up
for sure.
from.
For sure.
He's gonna hope for the best, and he's gonna hum the hand axe as hard as he can.
Attack with disadvantage.
Luckily, I don't get double disadvantage because that's right at the end of the range too. Okay, that's not terrible. It was an 18 and a 12. 12 plus 6 is 18.
Hits. You.
Okay,
sink, and it
we
sink-
throwing
it
some shit in
it
here.
Slashes. It catches it on the underside as it's flying up in the air. So yeah, roll damage as the axe just hits it and. Sink.
Okay, he is going to throw 2 things in here. He's going to do Divine Smite.
Okay.
Is it a fiend or undead?
It is not.
Okay. He's also going to throw in a maneuver.
Okay.
He's going to do the trip attack.
Okay.
And it has to roll a strength saving throw or it falls prone.
Does that affect flying creatures?
Yes. Unless it has a hover,
Okay.
if it goes prone, it falls.
So strength saving throw?
Yes. 14 DC.
Fuck. 4 plus 9, 13.
It falls prone.
So does Talindra. They're both falling.
Well, she's gonna fall at some point.
Yeah.
Okay. So it hits the ground.
Okay, so
So her and Talindra. Oh, they're both falling on top of the creature though. So Talindra takes half the falling damage. This thing takes the full amount. Thanks, it's hard to control of everything. There's no rules for this. So Talindra, you take 1 failed death save.
7.
Okay.
Okay, wait. Sorry, I'm doing math. 7 plus.
Plus 2 is 14. So it takes 14 bludgeoning damage from falling. Talindra, you take 6. And a failed death save as you poof on top of it.
So that's 2 death saves then?
No, just 1. Because it's not
Okay,
a melee attack.
It takes 20 damage.
Okay. And yeah, Talindra lands on top of it, and they're both prone.
Okay.
She's prone on top of it. Just
Fuck, he has no idea where Talindra is either. Shit. Fuck,
It's looking real bad.
yeah, he doesn't know what to do. Fuck.
That was awesome.
Okay.
That was good shit.
I was hoping. I was like, this is a risky. All right. Fuck. He's gonna
So-
run where he heard the impact.
Was your smite radiant damage?
Oh, it was a radiant damage.
It's vulnerable to
Was-
radiant, so it takes twice that. So what
fuck.
was the radiant
Okay.
damage? I forget. 20?
Yeah. Well, no, the 20 was I add everything together, so it was 5 minus but also minus 3 superiority, so 5. Oh God, I'm really bad at this. 7 minus 3 is 10, so 10 radiant damage doubled, so 20 radiant damage
Okay,
plus.
so it takes an extra 10 damage.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you throw this axe up, not seeing, and just everyone watches it just and when it hits the gloomstalker, it explodes with like radiant light, and the thing just plummets from the sky. Talindra lands hard on top of it, and it hits the ground hard. It did fly straight up, but I'll say it doesn't land on anybody.
Axe and Surge. He's gonna run with the Morning Star.
Okay. Because it's
And try to
prone,
hit-
Because it's prone, just a straight attack roll.
Nope, that's not gonna hit. That's a
Okay.
2.
Okay. into the ground. Anything else, Enoch?
No.
Okay. Talindra, I need a death saving throw.
This is the question. Can she add 4 from Bless to this? It's a saving throw.
Yeah.
So Talindra, roll a d4 with whatever d20.
Wait, the creatures that are unconscious still have bless on them?
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as I'm still.
Okay. So yeah, roll a d4. You can roll a death saving throw and add a d4.
I rolled a natural 1. Do I still add the 4?
No.
It wouldn't help.
You had 1 failed death save, so natural 1 is 2, so Talindra is dead.
Fuck a duck.
Oh.
So just
Oh, no.
Oh, it's a shitty roll. Oh my god. That is unfortunate.
Lindak, it's your turn. You can see Talindra is not breathing.
Man. And this thing is prone underneath her.
Yeah,
How far away from me is it?
like 10 feet. It fell down in front of everybody.
It's right in front of me.
Yeah.
Manifest Echo.
Okay.
And that'll get rid of the one that's 30 feet up.
Yep.
And put this one right in. Well, if I'm right in front of it, let's put it on the side of it.
Okay.
And
Attack
Okay,
with it's
the
attack.
Echo will attack.
Yeah, with advantage because it's prone.
Actually, Lindak will make the first attack.
Okay.
12 plus. Oh, come on, Daryl. 12 plus 6. 18 to hit.
18 hits, roll damage.
We'll do 4 damage.
Okay.
And now the Echo will attack.
How'd you only get 4 damage? How'd you only get 4 damage?
I rolled a d8 plus 3 and I rolled a 1.
Oh, okay. And then the Echo has advantage as well.
Oh, I'm supposed to be rolling at advantage too.
Correct. Yeah.
Well, the 11 was better. So 17 to hit.
17 hits.
And
you're supposed to be adding d4s to attack rolls if you need them. Yeah,
but you don't need them for that. Yeah.
7 plus 3 is 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And then Unleash Incarnation. You heighten your Echo's Fury. Whenever you take the attack action, you can make 1 additional melee attack from the Echo's position. Oh, nat 20 plus 5 is 25 to hit.
Okay. This in Unleash Incarnation, is that just a bonus or just a thing you can do? Okay. All right, so mark off that you did it because you can do it twice per long rest, and roll damage dice twice or roll once and multiply it.
Okay, 6 plus 3 is 9, and 1 plus 3 is 4.
You only add the modifier once for a critical.
No. Oh yeah. Okay. Right. Plus 1 then.
So what's the damage?
I can't remember what I got first time. What do they say? Oh, 6 plus 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10.
10, okay. It's still alive, but just barely as it just hits the ground and Echoes just sort of chopping into it.
All right.
Chop into it.
Then Action Surge.
Okay.
And I will attack it again from Lindak's position. 20 to hit. That's 15 plus 5.
20 hits.
21 to hit, sorry. And 6 plus 3 is 9 more damage.
How do you want to do this?
I want to chop its head off.
You chop its, you just run up and just slice its head off. And blood spurts into the dirt.
Does it have any cool horns or anything on its head?
No.
No? Then I'm going to dig out one of its big fangs.
All right. Yeah, you can do that.
I'm going to clamber up, trying to find Talindra.
You find her.
Talindra!
Not breathing.
Did I drag her body off?
Okay.
Shit.
I'm going to say Gravel's going to lean into the fact that he wasn't able to do much in that encounter towards, like, he's a tourist.
Okay. But yeah, Gravel, you look over and Talindra, after that fall, she didn't move.
Oh, yeah.
Talindra.
Don't have Revivify or nothing like that. Damn.
We need to get her to her den. She's noble, right?
Wait.
Right.
The Drow cleans off his sword from the attack he got on him. He goes, "Wait, she's a noble. What den is she from?"
What is it?
Remember?
No one can remember. She just dies.
We aren't. Gravel knows.
Yeah, I've got it here somewhere too.
She did not want us to say.
Right.
She needs help.
But they might be able to help.
We don't.
They will be able to help.
We don't just bring people back to life.
She wasn't consecuted.
Then
could she do that now?
No, it's a whole ritual thing, and only certain people get consecuted. Not just any other. Not any person can get consecuted. And consecution wouldn't exactly save the person you know. She'd be reborn into. Well, she'd reincarnate as a baby somewhere else.
One of her family might be a magic user that can help.
But
A
if she-
cleric. anyone.
But if she didn't want you to share those details, wouldn't that be going against her wishes? Again, I've only known you all for a little under a
Well,
day.
we can't do anything here, so we should just keep moving and carry her with us.
Yeah. Here, and he hands you like some blankets and stuff just to cover her from the heat and the predators. We can fasten her to the back of my moorbounder here.
It won't eat her.
No, it won't.
Very
Insight check.
Okay, go for it.
Natural 1.
Yeah, he's super honest.
my.
Yeah.
He's like he like leans in and starts speaking in a language that none of you understand.
Gravel's just kind of
Oh, wait,
entranced by
actually.
his beauty, and it's just like, I believe you.
Gravel, do you know Undercommon?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what he's saying then, and he's saying, "Okay, Rose, don't eat her."
Mm.
And it kind of licks his face and he scritches it. All right, won't eat her. These are well trained animals. Sorry about your loss. If what you say is true and she is of noble birth, then they might be able to do something.
We have a pretty good idea that they might.
Okay. And then he starts walking towards Rosohna on the back. He's riding, gets back on his moorbounder, and slashes into the Gloomstalker as he rides past.
Mm. Before we leave this thing here, does it have any useful parts we can sell?
No.
Okay. All right. Let's go.
Unfortunately not. Shit, I'm sorry about your friend.
need to get her back.
What'd you say, Lindak? You said something.
Daev'yana, that's her den.
Wait, are you saying that in character?
Yeah, I am actually. Because I don't think
Okay.
Tal has ever told me she didn't want.
She did last session.
Yeah. She said it to everybody.
She said
that
she
didn't want to be noticed by.
right. This is
people.
different. She's dead.
Yeah, and we're about to go.
Well,
to
it's
the-
already been said.
Okay, but we're about to go to the Bright Queen. Like
I understand, it's already been said.
contextually, Like we got some favors.
I
that
don't
already
don't
been
even
said.
need to bring her
I
up.
totally would have said her name.
All right, cool.
Daev'yana. All right. Do any of you know if she's tied to the Children of Malice? Because the Daev'yana family have some members tied to that
We
organization.
know she's not tied to them.
Then everything should go according to plan if she isn't.
Anyway, don't spread that around. And he's gonna give Lindak a look, like.
I won't.
All right.
Lindak's not going to care. He
Yeah,
cares that she's
that's
dead and they may be able to help her.
Yeah.
Just so
well-
you know, you're asking a lot, and the Bright Queen might not even give you an audience. You have nothing to offer her.
Oh, that for sure. But I mean, we got a good idea.
All right. Again, it might not. Again, resurrection can be tricky. So, hopefully, everything goes well.
Yeah, I'm not resigning anything yet.
All right. And with the last day of travel, some long rests in between, or a long rest happens. So what? That's that. Travel time. "24 hours later, after a long rest, you arrive at the gates of Rosohna. And
Before that, so
Mhm.
the next morning, just so we know, just so you know, Enoch, that early morning he'll wake up and he will perform a ceremony. He's going to perform for the first hour of like the sun rising.
Yeah.
He's going to perform the funeral rites
Mhm.
just so that her body doesn't
turn undead.
succumb to like the undead, because I know we have that storm and shit, just in case.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, that's all the funeral rite does, is prevent people from being risen as undead.
Short of a wish spell, so.
Yep. It's pretty cool. So that happens, and then you all make your way, and eventually arrive at the gates to Rosohna. They open when they see Keelan there with the Moorbounder. Like, no questions asked, they let him in. And you all arrive in Rosohna. So I will give you guys a Rosohna map. So you arrive from the north, through the gates into the Ghost Lands, a very decrepit, kind of ruined area of Rosohna. Definitely seen better days. So large sections of foreboding obsidian walls that have once surrounded the city have fallen, but they're in the process of being rebuilt. And as soon as you enter, that like ever-present night just kind of comes across, and it's just constantly dark here. Constantly night. And Kieran's like, not much farther. We're going to the Lucid Bastion. Just stay close.
All right.
Okay.
And eventually, you led to the center of Rosohna, where you see an awe-inspiring and towering citadel, like a cathedral. Just a huge, massive bastion made of gray quartz that pierces the sky, and a soft interior glow that suffuses the interior chambers and never darkens, shining over the city day and night. And he's like, just come with me. He gets off his Moorbounder and he scoops up Talindra.
Hey, so what are you doing? Where are you taking us?
I'm taking you to see the Bright Queen.
Excellent.
But again, I'm going to see if she'll give you a meeting. If she doesn't, then she doesn't. It would be more apt if one of you carried your friend, though.
Enoch will grab her.
Okay, he hands you her.
In the time that we've hung out with this guy, have I gathered whether or not he's just very frank and earnest?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like, she's old. She's seen a lot. She's been reborn multiple times. Just, if she doesn't give you a meeting, then there's nothing I can do, unfortunately. I am just a member of the Aurora Watch.
Yeah.
There's a
Well, Lindak, do you think we should give him some information that might get us that meeting? Perhaps a little glance at a certain thing?
No.
What are you talking about?
I am the valet and bodyguard of the task hand Varencelis,
Yeah, you said
governor
that,
of Basil's.
You said that before, but there's no proof. The Echo Knight thing is just, again,
is just what? When I left here, there was no other Echo Knights other than in the Aurora Watch. Are you telling me that they have stolen our...
But your words don't make you the valet of Varen.
No, I know they don't.
And there's no proof yet. I'm sorry, but we can't act on just words.
What act? I'm not understanding what you're even...
I can't tell the Bright Queen that I have the valet to Varen Thaelus out here because there's just no proof.
She knows me. She's met me. She knows me.
I mean, probably.
I'm her brother-in-law's valet.
Okay.
Like standing up.
I just can't bring you inside just on words alone. I need something concrete.
Well, then, can we not do this right now? Let's go to an inn. Varen will be here soon, and he will.
We can't just carry this body around the city.
Yeah, let's.
So
let's
our
just
choice is
keep
to go
going.
to the Bright Queen with the body. And
No,
that's the only choice.
The
we
choice
have?
is I talk to the Bright Queen first and try to get an audience, but you're not giving me much of anything at all.
Yeah, Lindak. I mean, this guy's been really straightforward. I think it's fine. Just
And I'm sorry,
show him the offer.
but things are tense, and we can't just bring anyone back. And if there's no proof of who she is, if you have nothing to offer, then she's just another person that's died, and unfortunately, the Bright Queen doesn't just bring people back because people are sad.
All right. Very reluctantly, Lindak will open his pouch a little bit and give him a glimpse of the Luxon Beacon.
Where'd you find that?
That's none of your business.
It is my business. It's ours.
Found it in the Empire. We're bringing it back.
Can I have it?
Absolutely not.
We are delivering it. Sorry.
I will fight you for it. Do not do this.
Easy,
I outrank
Lindak.
him, eh? Like he is not.
Easy, Lindak. It's all right. Just chill. You can tell them that we have an item of great importance we wish to deliver, and also...
If he has another outburst like that again here, titles mean nothing when it comes to this. And he walks through the doors and they close behind him. And that's where we're going to end the session for the week. It's 10 o'clock.
Awesome.
Tense, man.
So we'll see you all back here in half an hour for Beneath the Tide. Good night, everybody.